brothers and sisters, family, strangers, visitors, haters and spectators. I am your host with the most, who did it this time, coming at you with a piece titled Spiritual Promotion. Giving honor to Yahweh, who is the head of my life. I just wanted to say that we are noticing in these days promoters of all sorts, man. Promoters that are promoting their God. And I say that with all due respect, but I am going to put it in its proper perspective. From my point of view, though, lowercase g. They're promoting their gods, man. Lowercase. And I say that because it's time for them to promote. We about to get ready to go to war. You ever watch a fight? A big main event, pay-per-view back in the day, and even now, obviously, with all of your streaming connections and streaming platforms. You order the fight, right? It might be a Tyson fight or Mayweather a couple years ago, or the one coming up on September 13th, Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Or an MMA event, right? John Jones and such. You're ordering these fights, knowing that someone could lose, and obviously you're rooting for whoever you are to win. Or a lot of times, brothers such as myself, we're neutral. We enjoy the violence, let's keep it real, the power, the tenacity, the athleticism. We enjoy the hoopla, the heel per se, the villain, the hero, all of the antagonists, all of the protagonists. We enjoy the fans, some of the promotions. Some of you brothers, I know y'all got your eyes on the sisters and the ladies that come in between rounds. I want to call them the scorecard women. It may have changed over the years, but you know what I'm trying to say. You're appreciating the whole sporting event. But at the end of the day, it's time for the marquee event. And both of your fighters are coming to the arena, or coming to the platform, the ring itself, or the mat. Someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. But before the fight even began, there was promotions going on. Promotions. 24/7 used to be the program, and it still exists because I know it did when Crawford was fighting Errol Spence. I watched that 24/7, and I believe I watched the 24/7 not too long ago with Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. So the program does still exist. You follow their training camp, you follow what they eat, what they drink, how their social lives are with their loved ones, their women, their babies' moms, etc., right? But it's still a promotion. So now, how do we spin that into today's society with the spiritual promotion? When you run into people that are riding or going along 100% with Buddha, free thinkers, atheists, people who follow things that are animalistic. There are people who still believe in the Greek gods and goddesses. Believe me. There are people who believe in mysticism, all kinds of witchcraft and all kinds of warlocks and witches that are amongst us. Continue to allow them to promote their God. I encourage you, brothers and sisters, in the faith and in the known. Encourage them to continue to do that. Someone got to lose, man. Someone got to be a casualty. Someone got to get the people's attention from getting their ass whooped. No play on words. Now, if you have to ask what God I serve by now, then obviously you haven't been paying attention, but it is my due diligence to tell you. I believe in the Most High. I believe in the Creator, the originator of the universe, not the universe itself, which is another belief system now. No, I don't just believe in the universe. I believe that someone created it. I believe that we were handed a version of who the Most High is, and that God, and He gave us a Son, a Savior, I believe in him. I believe in his precepts. Just in case, we need to have dialogue maybe one day off the record. Oh no, I believe we need a savior. And that's why it's my job to get ready to roar. Sometimes some of us are going to go on platforms and go on and on with other people. Some of us are on the street corners. Some of us are in our own families. God forbid, some of y'all's in your own heads. And you need to exercise those emotions and those spirits to make sure that you don't hurt nobody. But I'm saying all that to say to you, do not be discouraged. Be encouraged. Allow them to go on and on and on about Buddha if you can hang. What was the other one that our previous vice president was under? Hinduism, Shiva, and such. I encourage them. Continue to talk that trash. Some of us don't need to talk. We live by the Spirit. Like our commander-in-chief, Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ. We follow him. And he didn't do much talking. It was very short and sweet. I wish I could be more potent when it comes to my delivery of speech. I will work on that. But I tend to stutter. I get ramped up. I cuss. I be ready to fight, man. You come at my squad, I'm one of them guys. But over the years, I've learned to calm down, man. And with that, this is your man who did it. Who did it this time. Encouraging you, brothers and sisters, to allow them to promote their God. Especially if you're not confident with the scriptures at this point. Pray for them. But allow them to talk that trash. Because somebody got to lose. And that day is definitely coming. Matter of fact, it's going to be a handicap match. All of them gods that they serve going to lose to one. It's your man who did it this time. Enjoy y'all weekend.